Hello, I'm Ada the Mouse, and welcome back to Tavern Talk. We are still in Act 3, but Chapter 18. There's 5 days left for, 5 days left to, for the barbecue, Fable's barbecue, which means there's also like less than 10 days until I meet the mysterious stranger from chapter 1 who gave me, or who sent me a letter that Kyle delivered. Whom I, by the way, have not seen in a while. So I hope I get to see him soon. Oh, it's Una. Hello, Innkeep. Look what I found. Looks like a rare specimen of Archie to me. One of a kind. Oh, you two know each other already? Of course you do. You know pretty much everyone in the city, huh? He's quite a celebrity. I mean, of course I know him. Oh, I suppose I am. He's Senna's most famous author. He even survived an assault by hordes of the vicious undead. Author? I guess I really am an author, yes. Bummer. Yeah, I thought I could surprise you. How did you two meet? I think he spotted me on the streets. Must have thought I had a lot of stories to tell, so he asked me if he could write my biography. Ooh, what a unique way to call someone old. But she does have a lot of stories to tell. Archie, how many manuscript subjects do you want to collect before you actually finish something? Don't judge him for his many unfinished projects. I kind of feel personally attacked right now. Well, you see, it's always important to collect ideas. Life itself is the best source of inspiration for any artist. Look at him. He's so eager to write, I just couldn't refuse to look at his big, sparkly eyes. True, that is mesmerizing. Writing down ideas is so much fun. There's the magical detective story. Theo and my adventure with the undead. And now Una's biography as well. It's fantastic. I suppose you're right. Una, how come you want your biography to be written now? I don't have a reason. I'm old. I've seen a lot of stuff. Would be sad if all that knowledge went to waste, right? It's not like you'll disappear in a second now, is it? Of course not. Please don't let this be some kind of foreshadowing. I get it. A lot of terrible things have been happening lately. Ah, don't be silly. We'll be fine. I hate this. It's always nice to see most of your friends return during times like these. Most of them? Stuff like this happens every few decades. It's completely normal. If you say so. Are you going to pay Archie accordingly, though? That's what I'm here for. I'ma pay him in drinks. And I also could use a little refreshing drink myself. Aye, gotcha. Anything specific you'd like today, Archie? Ah, just the same as always. A drink to stay focused on my writing. To defend my brain against all those distracting thoughts. Coming right up. It's Frosted Lagoon time. Boop. Boop. And you go. A drink to boost your concentration. Thank you very much, dear innkeeper. This is delicious. I can feel an irresistible itch in my fingertips already. I'm happy to oblige. So, Una, what's it for you today? Maybe something that'll give me enough strength and energy to tell this whippersnapper every little detail of my life. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, give me a quick second, I'll be back with your drink. Then that'll be a Southern Brawler. They're actually very similar. It is 3 same ingredients, just, you know, differently proportioned. Boop. Some liquid stamina for the golden girl. Let's see if your skills are to be trusted, innkeep. Oh! Archie, I hope you're ready for at least 600 pages. That's a lot. But you already agreed, so you don't have a choice. And now, my dear Archibald, we'll begin with the writing. Thank you for your hospitality, innkeep. I'll see you later. Goodbye, innkeeper. And remember to keep a copy of the book for you. Signed, please. Of course. Very well. Goodbye, you two. It's a short little visit, but sweet nonetheless. Oh! Oh no. Oh no, have I? Oh no. Oh no. Have I read her? Have I read her? Oh. Have I read the manuscript? Oh no. What kind of voice did I give her? Finally, my service beasts and I have returned. Welcome back, Minthy. Good to see you, innkeeper. And, surprisingly, your tavern's dry interior. I thought you might be appreciating the dampness of almost everything nowadays. Yeah, with the flood and the rain. Maybe while underwater, but wheels and mud do not mix. On land, I appreciate structural sound and smooth wooden floors much more than its soggy alternatives. That bad? You would too. Just step a few minutes past your tavern. Then you might get an idea of the things jammed in my spokes and smooshed between Casket and Kane's toes. Casket and Kane! I'll pass. Oh my god. I'll pass. And besides, the stories from my patrons are much more enjoyable. Speaking of, how did the pearl hunt go? Honestly, it wasn't all too eventful. But before I go on, I could do with one of your drinks, innkeeper. Something to keep my mind clear of any irrelevant distraction for the journey back. Let me see what I can do. The feeling I have is like, if I sit very still, I won't be asked about the manuscript. Oop, there goes. Maybe this will inspire boundless creativity. Just what I needed. If only I had a boundless supply of this drink while writing at my desk. Unfortunately, my establishment doesn't do deliveries. What a shame. But before you go on, I actually have something else for you. Ah, and there I thought I'd have to needle you for it again. What a pleasant surprise. My favorite kind. Here, a completely proofread manuscript. I hope... I did it! High five! I certainly hope it's completed. Since my retrieval and your proofreading have been such a long time in the making, yes? Right. Long in the making. You should probably wash the red ink off your face and off your hands before it stains your mugs. Oh, right. I was editing my receipts all night. Crazy story, actually. For another time, that is. I see. I will say, it's good to have these papers back in my hands. May I inquire as to why you asked for them back now? I've decided to finally publish the book. What I have written about, it's very dear to my heart. And I'm happy to finally get to share my writing with the world. Minthy, the author. It has a nice ring to it. It'll be Mackenzie Catron Pichand, actually. I probably butchered this name entirely. A very nice pen name. It was time I finally chose one. And something universal at that. Procrastinating is a curse all of its own. Sure is. So, about the pearl. Or pearls? Protection pearls. Like I said, it wasn't too eventful. I had tea with the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon, and she traded me the pearls for objects of her desire. Mostly, I promised her a signed copy of the book. Good for her. You know, I've been meaning to ask, if I may, what do you need the pearls for exactly? I know you are often looking for them, but I was never quite sure why. Well, I'm sure you remember the curse I was bestowed with. Yes. No. Actually, no. Yes, the cursed parasitic rings that amplify your magic to a powerful degree. Exactly those. They cause quite a lot of issues for me and my body. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me, slowly feasting on my organs and nerves. It's tearing me apart from the inside out as it gradually takes my health and life. The protection pearls help me keep the mana in check. They bring it down to manageable levels. It helps the pain a lot. So, you're saying you turn pearls into a drink? Wonderful to see that it's still your first solution to everything. Yes, on occasion. Mostly I grind them into ink for my tattoos. They are very versatile little beauties. I'm happy you could find some then. Now that I think about it, care to share? I'm sure it'd be great for my drinks. Not so fast. For most people, they just amplify mana to ridiculous and dangerous degrees. And I don't want to be held responsible for the chaos your patrons could cause. However, maybe I can offer you something less extreme, but still energizing? Well, I mean, isn't it a little bit rude of of me, the innkeeper, to ask of the pearls that makes her life a little less, painful, and just be like, hey, could you give me some? I know it makes your stats deplete, and you'll have to go out looking for them again faster. But I kind of need them for drinks because that would be pretty cool. It's a bit sad. Here. Ooh, cursed coffee. Is this your infamous coffee recipe? After all these years, you finally trust me with it? It's time. I think you can finally make it without poisoning someone. I'll do my best. Thank you, Minthy. Perhaps it will also help you keep your promises in time. Anyhow, I think we're due to take our leave. Need to make some ink? Something like that. Plus, I promised Casket and Kane we'd check if any primordial tennis balls got washed up by the flood. Baya might be able to make you some moss balls. What a perfect excuse to catch up with her. Is she around? More frequently, recently. It's nice. It's a miracle she still comes around after I extorted her favorite bog body. Exercised her favorite bog body. What? We were young and inexperienced. It happens. That it does. It was lovely to see you again, Innkeeper. Likewise. Best of luck on your journey. And don't forget to send me a copy of that book. If you promise not to forget about its existence this time. I'll do my very best. I know you will, friend. I know you will. Oh, that was short. Okay, how far in... Okay, we jumped 2 days to the future. So let's see, remnants. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, they returned from the parent quest. Jade, welcome back. Was your quest successful? When have I ever failed? Well, you don't look surprisingly unbloodied. We do look surprisingly unbloodied. Also, hello, Kumo. Kumo? Who is Kumo? That guy. No name, I'm guessing. Ooh, did you find your real name given to you by your parents? Oh, no names here. Never had a name. Don't even know what names are. Am I just supposed to go along with that? You're supposed to make me a drink. Then we can talk. Fair enough. What can I get you? I still got plans after this, but Onyx is pretty tired. So give me something that'll keep her, that'll get her to keep up with my speed, if I let her have a sip. Oh, little Onyx. Anything for Onyx. The truest truth that has ever been spoken. Anything for Onyx. Ooh, that's the cursed coffee. It had a little skull and everything. Okay. And some intelligence. And some defense. A drink for Onyx. And you, but mostly for Onyx. Not so bad. Concerning to see you know me so well. Being a regular does have its perks. So, names? Let's start with the story first. You love those, right? You know it! I'll spare you the details of my journey to Borgham, though I didn't miss the chance to make some extra money along the way. Everyone thought I was the right woman for their jobs. They helped me with the quest too. Squeezed a good description of the renegade parents out of some Red Dune merchant who was in a deep dispute with a blue-crowned elephant. I'd love to hear that story, actually. Wait a minute. Not my problem. Oh. Asking a couple of pointed questions got me to the inn in the Deadbeats, where the Deadbeats were staying at. Problem with people is, can't exactly kill them in broad daylight. With the monsters, you'd be thanked for doing so. But with people, you got to be patient. So I did what anyone would do in my situation. I posed as a tour guide. And they believed you? Sure did. Iniko was right. Your drinks are great for pulling scams. Happy to hear that! Yay! I offered them a tour of the nearby Wardensee and led them in an area I knew was shunned by excellent tour guides because of the unpredictable tides. Gave them a spiel about how the Battle of the Order of Starlight took place here, yada yada yada. Pretty soon their eyes were glued to some starfish playing in the mud. It was the perfect opportunity to get it over with quickly. Obviously, I wasn't going to kill them. Just then, they needed a chance to run, but I had to scare them first. I raised my spear right over my head. I was about to go for a warning strike when I heard this singeing sound. I deflected a knife that was flung my way at the last second, and it shattered against the ground. All three of us turned and saw this cloaked echo reaching for another knife. He had his hold pulled up, knives and daggers strapped all over his body. Even the air seemed to go darker around him. He looked like a real shadowbane. I trained under them. Impressive. Those deadbeats thought I was protecting them from him. Should have seen the look on their face when I said I was there to kill them. I turned around, wanted to refocus on a warning strike when I was interrupted by a simple stop. It was said in this deep, raspy, incredibly fake voice that sounded like some sort of proper degenerate. Likely the two bums thought we were fighting about who'd get to kill them. Their approach to such a situation was to immediately try and bribe us. I told them to shut it. They asked me what I wanted then, if it wasn't money or words. So I turned to our little shadowbane and asked what he wanted. But he just stood there, quietly. Can't blame him. They was a little scarier than your parents. True. So, you helped him with the decision? Not exactly. I walked over to him and handed him my spear. She said, "This is your choice. Make it." It felt like she was passing some of her courage on to me. He stepped forward, my spear in his hand, and took off his hood. He was... I spare the details. Crying? They recognized him, of course. Sons of Fox had the audacity to act surprised. Surprised is one way to put it. When they talked, they sounded so like they thought I had died. You could have. They left you. I wanted to say something. Anything. Yell, tell them to get lost, scream at them for what they've done to me, but all that came up was, why did you leave? The silence went on for so long. Would have been longer if those tides hadn't come rushing in. You did kind of walk into that one. Kind of. Luckily, I was quick, got out of us on some muddy rock the waves couldn't reach. How long were you up there for? A couple of hours. That's a long time. Left us a long time to talk. True, probably also good. Did you? Yes, a lot. And we'll see what they've talked about in the next episode. I'll see you around. Bye bye.